Hi everyone, my name is Adam McKenzie and I'm the creator of the amazing new online program called Strong and Sexy. It's an online training program for women designed to get women in the best shape of their lives. Now, one of the questions that I often get asked, especially by women who aren't as confident with weights as maybe a lot of guys who've been more used to weights, is why are free weights better than machine weights? And I would definitely agree that free weights are better than machine weights. And why, is here. I want you to understand that using a free weight, okay, the main difference is a machine weight is a fixed exercise, so you can only move it in the direction that the machine's going to set up. So if it's a push movement, you're only going to be able to push there. You can't go sideways, you can't move back and forth, everything else, it's fixed, okay? And often it's through a cable, so the weight's not directly on the machine, it's more through a pulley system and everything else, but there's definitely benefits to using machines, but these are the benefits of why free weights are better for you than machine weights. Even if you're starting light and then build back up, you're still going to end up with more benefits from doing that with free weights than you will be just using machines. Main reasons why are more muscles, same movement. So if I'm doing, let's say I'm doing a machine chest press, okay? That movement's just a back and forth, it's a good strong push movement. But like I said, on a machine, there's not much I have to control. If I get two dumbbells in my hand and I try and do the same movement on a bench, all right, there's a lot more I can control. The dumbbells can go out to the side, they can move back and forth. There's nothing controlling it except me. So muscle activation wise, my shoulder, my rotator cuff, all those little stabilizing muscles, my tricep, my bicep, everything has to help out to stabilize the movement. And then I can push through and work my prime movers, which might be my chest, shoulders, and triceps. So a good example is, being able to control a dumbbell versus a machine, and if you can control a dumbbell, a lot more muscles are switching on, you're still working the same muscle group, but you're getting more muscle activation to the movement. You're learning how to stabilize that shoulder joint, which is going to help you with injury prevention and everything else later on. So there's a lot more benefits to being able to do that same movement with a free weight versus a fixed machine weight. Now, just to let you know, that let's just say that I was exhausted. I was tired, my shoulders were tired, everything else. Then maybe I would go to the machine because I don't want to have to control everything when I'm too tired. That's when I might hurt myself. So then I might finish off. My last exercise might be on a machine, but being able to control that dumbbell even when I'm tired is also going to benefit me more. So just keep that balance in mind. Better long-term. So when I say better long-term results, okay? If you're firing more muscle groups on, if you're learning how to stabilize the movements more, if you're controlling the more free weights than machine weights, all right, you're going to get better long-term results. More lean muscle mass is going to be recruited to do the same movements. All right, so you're going to end up building more lean muscle mass, which means we're going to end up burning more fat. You're going to end up having more muscle tone in maybe areas where you haven't had muscle tone before, because if you are imbalanced, and a lot of people are imbalanced with their posture, you might be, especially if you're rounded and you've been sitting at a computer for most of your life, it's really hard to activate what you need to activate if you're just on a fixed machine weight. And I see it all the time. I watch somebody jump on a machine, heads forward, weight goes down, because they're just doing what their posture's set up to do. Whereas if you try and do that on a free weight, you can probably drop it on your head or on your lap. So it makes you be aware of where your posture is and how to control things a lot more. So long-term wise, yes, you're going to get more benefit from a postural point of view, but you're also going to get more of a fat burning and toning benefit because more muscles are recruited to do the same movements. Last one here is focus. Now that might seem funny to some of you, but if I'm on a machine, I don't necessarily have to focus or concentrate as hard as I do as if I'm on a free weight. And again, when you're working out, the more focused you are on what you're doing and the more present and committed and concentrated you are on what you're doing and what muscle group you're switching on and how the movement's feeling and what happens when you get fatigued and tired, the more benefit you're going to get out of it. It's, everything has to be there in that moment, and if it's not, you're either going to hurt yourself or you're going to lose control, okay? So don't be afraid of that. It's great because means that when you're getting ready to do that exercise, your brain is going to recruit more muscle activation to that movement because it knows it needs to be switched on and there and ready for you to be able to do that movement properly, compared to sitting in a machine or a bench that does half the work for you, especially these silly things that move back for you now when you push them. Again, a fad, but all I want you to think about with free weights is learn how to do them now. And like I said, if you have to start lighter and build your way up, do it. And it's a big part about what we teach all of the women in our Strong and Sexy program is it doesn't matter where you start, as long as you start, okay? And being able to control these things and learn how to, get better at these movements so that you can start loading them up more and getting even more benefit from building more lean muscle mass. The better results you're going to get, and the better you're going to be able to feel, the more confidence you're going to have in the gym, being able to, go grab those free weights and get straight into your movement. So if you're not sure and you don't feel confident about how to do that, make sure you head over to our Strong and Sexy website, have a look at how we've been able to transform women's lives and get them into weight training programs and getting some amazing fat burning results.